Red is truly the voice of our generation.
We're back!
Oh my gosh. I didn't even have the mic in my hand. Oh god.
Oh, strap in, everybody. We're ripping off. This is important.
Strap in. Oh my god.
If the audio is...
Yeah, if the audio or the video is a little weird, we're trying. We're trying here. We're trying to make it work.
Yeah, we DIY or die this whole thing.
Yeah, punk rock MBA. Finn McKenty.
This whole set, we are currently in my bedroom that I grew up in. My parents are letting me use this bedroom to use as our podcast studio. And we built this from scratch. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the whole new...
She painted that.
I painted this. I painted that.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, we got some things up. I think this is a good little studio.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a high five. Yeah, we're doing this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. So I feel like we're finally, we're too legit to quit. So,
too legit to quit. Why are you staring at me?
I'm expecting you to say something, I guess.
Oh, well, welcome back. This is season 2.
Yeah, so we're starting fresh with season 2 of the podcast. We figured we took an unintentional hiatus, so we might as well start fresh. And if we were going to start fresh, we might as well have put more effort into it.
Yeah, now we have like a whole studio and we have the background going and everything.
And we're not leaning anymore on the couch.
Yeah, no leaning. This might be a shorter episode as well because we're trying to catch up and just do like a welcome back. Maybe we can call it like a welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Episode 1, season 2.
Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, exactly. And we we just have like I hope you guys like our goth vibes here. Like we just went full. We tried to go full. Yeah. And we got these little cups.
We have a wine decanter, even though neither of us drink.
I'm about to like wash this out and just put my Monster in there.
Oh, speaking of
Shout
Monster.
Out Monster. Maybe we could get a sponsorship.
We literally though.
Also, Blue Microphone should sponsor us too because I have a bunch of their mics. This one right here.
The perks of being engaged and marrying an audio guy because...
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm an audio guy because this audio is going to sound like garbage. I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking.
Yikes.
No, I'm going to mix it. I'm going to try to make it work even though we were struggling to get this up and running today, but we're running into some technical difficulties. She has some show notes and it literally just says audio issues.
But you did say Monster, so we're going to start off hopefully every week by doing... We always make this joke with one another where we're cracking open a cold one. Because we don't drink alcohol, and that's what people around here say when they're cracking open a beer or something or other. So we're cracking open a cold one, and we encourage you guys to do so as well. So I have a Diet Pepsi as usual.
I got a Monster. Maybe should we be like Laura DIY and like not show any ads unless they're giving us money?
Oh yeah, let's block out the logos and let's crack open our cold ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cheers.
I know how particular you are with your drink, and I just want to say I dropped that earlier when you were not in the room.
I also watched you drop it while I was in the room, and I was like, no.
Loses all the carbonation, right? Well, supposedly.
It's fine if it's closed. Once it's open.
Yes.
Then it has more room to fuck around.
Oh my gosh. So how are you guys doing, even though you guys can't respond to us right now since we're not live and we're just recording?
Let us know wherever you can. Leave a 5-star rating. Leave a comment.
And listen to this. We have upgraded so much that we even have 2 camera angles, which we're going to be switching to. Maybe I should add some sound effects in post-production.
We need a soundboard.
Yeah, we need to get a soundboard that works like when we're, just recording it. We could probably set something up.
We are like a walking soundboard.
Honestly, maybe we can use your phone. Maybe there's like a phone app that we can just download sounds for and then just put it in there.
Yeah, because there's so many things that we need to clip. There's so many things we need to put you guys on.
Really, dude?
Really, dude? There's so many. There's so many sound clips that we need to just share with you. Turn you guys on to some important important pop culture moments. I have to
TII Nation, this is important.
This is important. You guys have heard us
We're just going to be a ripoff of their show.
I mean, honestly, you guys have heard us talk about how much we love Adam Devine, Anders Holm, Blake Anderson, Kyle Newajak. Shout out to our boys. They have no idea who we are. But we religiously, one day
they're going to know.
One day. But we listen to This Is Important religiously. We watch Workaholics still.
Yeah.
Game Over Man, incredible. We've been following pretty much everything they've been doing outside of Workaholics.
Yeah.
Those are our boys.
Yeah, we're excited. TII Nation.
TII Nation.
Maybe once we get like some more fans, we could,
maybe harass Blake Anderson. I feel like he'll be the easiest one to reel
in.
Oh
my gosh. Honestly. Well, so should we get into what we've been watching? Well, light news. Do we have any light news?
Light news. No. I think the only actual thing I want to mention is Alex and I are currently gearing up for our wedding. So if you hear talk, if you hear talk about that, if you see mention of us, mention our wedding registry or anything, and you want to support us, please do so. We are doing this all by ourselves.
We have some podcast gear in there too, just to help out with the pod, and since we're using our own funds for the wedding too.
Yeah, we are stretching ourselves thin for so many things.
So if you want to help out with that or just anything, go check it out.
We are hopefully being sponsored by our own words today.
This is sponsored by us.
For us, by us.
But hey, we do have another thing is we launched a website while we were gone.
Yep, we have our own website. So if you would like to catch up with us, catch up with things we're talking about, buy some stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. We haven't really updated the site in a little bit, but we're gonna get into it. We just we launched it, and then we made a couple of posts here and there. But now we're gonna actually post on there more. And we also have a store.
Yep. So
you'll buy stuff.
You'll be able to get some handmade merch, and that'll be pretty cool. We also have to give a huge shout out to a couple of production companies who have reached out to us, and hopefully we'll be using our website as a platform to talk about movies that we've been given screeners for, because as of right now, Utopia Films and I believe it was RLJE Entertainment, they've both supported the channel a little bit here with some screeners, so big shout out to them.
We've watched we've watched a couple from Utopia. They sent us Vortex,
and we're all going to the World's Fair,
and the Facing Nolan, yes,
the baseball documentary,
baseball, and then the Reef movie from
RLJE. Yep, we watched The Reef Stalked,
which is a sequel, I guess.
It's a sequel, and you guys can find that on Shudder. Not sponsored, but if you guys like shark movies at all, it's probably the better one to come out in the past couple of years.
And honestly, Shudder should sponsor us. Like,
I told him like we had to pay for Shudder again today, and I was like, I refuse to live without Shudder. Get it immediately.
so shout out Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah,
'Cause
shout
we
out
got it
Joe
back.
Bob. Shout out Darcy. She follows me
Oh, yes,
on
Darcy.
Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that we've been watching a lot, which is Joe Bob,
The Last Drive-In.
We've been catching up on that, which is really fun.
We're fairly new fans to Joe Bob. I feel like I didn't grasp the concept of what it was, so I was a little bit, I don't know, I guess I wasn't too eager to invite something new, like a series like that, like a long form series. But I am so happy, and I can't wait to have that to look forward to every week.
I when we started watching, I kind of realized that I had seen something similar, and I definitely have seen Monster Vision at least like once before, which is why I kind of like, I was like, this feels so familiar, but it like just came out a few years ago. So like,
yeah, and it's very it reminds me of Elvira's movie Macabre, which I actually have a couple of episodes of on DVD, which is crazy.
Yeah, maybe we can start showing off some of our DVD collection, just something, or one of our things. We could just bring it down to the studio and show it off.
Yeah, we're going to use this as an opportunity for those of you who are watching to show off some vinyl, magazines, whatever we want to highlight every week. You'll see whatever's behind me interchange. And today we're highlighting Queens of the Stone Age like clockwork on vinyl, because in this very spot I used to have a poster of this cover hanging up my whole teenage years. So that's exciting.
Yeah, true. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a last minute thing because we kind of like forgot the vinyl, but
yeah, but it's
we forgot a vinyl
serendipitous.
we were gonna bring, but then we just saw it here, so maybe that was a sign.
Yeah, definitely a sign.
Yeah, that we should have used it. And we also have a print of Michael Myers, which you can kind of not see, but it's okay. Or maybe we can bring down one that switch it out.
I think we're going to try and switch out a couple of things here, but this is very rough. This is our new studio, so take it as it is. It's very bare bones.
But hey, at least we're doing it. You know?
Yeah, and we do have to give a huge shout out to Randall for sending us all of our soundproofing in a hilarious order. So
much of it.
Yeah, but that took care of all of this, and that was a huge help for the pod studio.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into like maybe what we've been watching? Just maybe some of the shows or something that we've been watching?
Yeah, we've been watching quite a bit of things. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start. Where do we start?
Wait. Before we get into that, should we talk about maybe like how we're going to do the pod from now on? Like how we're going to do themed weeks and stuff like that?
Oh, yes. Hold on to your butts, guys.
And wait. Because I just remembered this right before we get into that. I just want to say we mentioned the website and we didn't actually say what it was.
Oh my gosh, yes, you guys can find us everywhere at teamnefarious.com.
Yeah, teamnefarious.com, and obviously we're on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, but it's definitely teamnefarious.com. And we have we post all different kinds of stuff on there.
And we're just come get up to some nefarious things with us. That's the point here.
we post like reviews and we'll share the pod on there, and anything that you like, any kind of content. I think what we can do is start sharing your videos from your channels and my videos from my channels on there too. Yeah. Just so people have like a spot to go see. We're just
gonna build the I don't know what to call us here, little deviants or something, because
we're just trying to build up
our little deviant community.
Yeah, a little community. And I was even thinking like if any other pods that we know like that talk about movies or anything like that, if they ever wanted to, they can collab with us, or we can even, I don't know, like in the future, like do like a little network of podcasts that just kind of you know,
Yeah,
like a podcast.
there is a
network.
channel, that horror couple, Rob and Caitlin. They also do movie reviews, and I would like to collab with them one day for sure.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But and let us know what you want us to do. You can send us messages on there, even anonymously. You can anonymously send us messages on there.
And we'll expose your anonymous messages. No.
But you can send us messages on there and wherever, Twitter, TikTok, and we can answer any questions you guys have, or if you guys want to collab, or email us.
Yeah.
That's how brands have been, or not brands, but studios have been getting in contact.
Yeah,
Just
if
email.
if you would like us to review a movie, if you'd like us to see what you are working on, please get into contact with us.
We oh my gosh, I'm choking over here.
I do not know the Heimlich.
But I'd love to bring some people on here or talk about movies that people have made.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make a movie or something. We had some ideas going around.
Yes. And I'm just going to put this out there in the universe. One day I will talk to Trey Edward Schultz. I will talk to Ty West in real life. I'm putting it out there.
Come on our pod.
We
could probably just email them.
What's his name? Joe Lynch. I follow you on
Joe
Letterboxd.
He did
Director of Mayhem.
Which we can talk
Got
about.
my eye on you, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. Well, should we now get into what we've been watching?
We have my legs. We have to get new chairs, guys. We are sitting. Before we get into that, let me just tell you, we are sitting at my deceased grandmother's dining set, in these horrific wooden chairs. But we're doing it for the pod. And thank you, Meme, for leaving us this gorgeous dining set.
I mean, it works, right?
It works.
We have a table. We got some wine glasses, a dead skull.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're just in memory of Babs.
Yeah, shout out Babs.
Shout out.
She didn't really know me, but shout out Babs.
She
Kinda.
knew before her brain went. She knew of you.
Well, I guess that's all that counts.
Oh, that's dark.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Let's get into what we've been watching.
we
Maybe we should have like a little song, like
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
what we've been watching,
let's get into it.
like Bobby Lee or something.
Ship
Yeah, oh my
station.
We're gonna have to bleep that out because there's no ads.
No,
I'm just
but if
kidding.
Bleep wants to sponsor us, we do have things to send out.
That is not sponsored. Although we will take your money if you want to sponsor us.
And give you a quality sponsorship. Anyways, we have been averaging, I would say, between 25 and 35 movies a month.
Yeah.
On top of the TV shows that we've been trying to catch up on.
We have a lot of shows to catch up on.
Yep. We did finish Trixie Motel.
Trixie Motel. Shout out Trixie.
Shout out Trixie Motel. We are all caught up on Drag Race. So we can get that out of the way. And All Stars. Okay, we did finish Stranger Things Season 4.
Yes.
We finished the new season of Love, Death, and Robots. We finished all of Blown Away on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't hold that in.
Got a whole burp on the pod. We should clip that.
Got a burp on the pod. We've watched quite a bit of comedy specials, some hit and some miss. We've rewatched Goldmember.
So many times. So many times.
I did do, let's see here, since April, I have done Babysitter Horror Movie Review Week. I did Giallo Horror Movie Review Week. I am currently doing Revenge Horror Movie Review Week.
It's going to be a good one.
So if you would like to see any of those movies, check out my channel. my
Yeah.
second channel.
If you are watching this on YouTube, all of the links will be down below, or you can go on Team Nefarious and find the link to our channel. But yeah, I think that's good because like all of those kinds of movies that we've seen or that we've vlogged on Letterboxd.
Yeah, you can always
can
follow
have
us on Letterboxd.
Yeah, and you'll get like up to date stuff of what we're watching.
Yeah.
Definitely on mine. I don't know about Ashley. Sometimes she doesn't update it.
I've been ever since April. I've been trying to be diligent about. Can I not glitch?
Glitch in the Matrix.
A literal glitch. But yeah, I've been trying to be diligent about it. We've watched a buttload of 80s horror movies. We've watched In Search of Darkness so many times. It's just, it's nice to finally catch up on all of the movies that we've missed.
Yeah, true. And we watched part of In Search of Tomorrow, which is the sci-fi one that's kind of out. Like, I think it's out a little bit for some people.
Yeah.
We watched it.
But
Part of it.
I feel like we are definitely more into the horror sci-fi, not just true sci-fi. So it was
I
a
love
little
sci-fi too.
Well, maybe I'm speaking for us, but I'm more into the horror side. I have a hard time prying myself away from horror movies, you know? It's either horror movies or it's like family drama.
Ew.
Crime drama. Like, I don't know.
Family drama. Yeah, family drama.
I
Or
really want to
reality.
watch The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's
Sandra.
talk about dash cam. I'm just kidding.
Dashcam was terrible.
Yeah, just kidding.
Ooh. Peter Strickland.
Ooh. Just joking.
God. Peter Strickland. We've watched Barbarian Sound Studio. We've watched Flux Gourmet. Amazing. You haven't seen The Duke of Burgundy, but holy shit, that movie is good. In Fabric. We watched In Fabric too.
And Flux Gourmet, if you guys haven't seen it yet and you guys are waiting to watch it, it will be on Shudder coming up soon in the Halloween season. They said that's going to be one of the movies.
Speaking of, Watcher is coming to Shudder.
Okay, yeah. Watcher is a good one.
Resurrection.
Watcher was really good, and I just put out a review of that on my channel, but we really liked that one.
Yeah, we really liked Watcher. We really liked Resurrection. Crimes of the Future was very good. I think we are in the minority of people who really enjoyed it. And I feel like the people who didn't enjoy it were the ones who didn't dive into...
Wait. You gave... I'm looking at her letterbox right now. She gave John Wick 3 a 3-star? I'm kind of offended.
Did I not just say I have a hard time with non-horror movies? I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like a 5-star movie. Come
It's
on.
Keanu Reeves
I gave
beating
part
dreams.
1 a better review. Did I not?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I liked part 1. Men was terrible.
Yeah.
We finally watched The Love Witch, which was I'm stuck on.
Yeah, I really like that one, actually.
The day he left me was the day that I died, and I was reborn as a witch.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, we watched so many giallo films. Scare Package, which was a really fun anthology movie featuring Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah, true. And I didn't know he was going to be in that. And we were watching the last drive-in coverage of it because I think they premiered that one.
Yeah.
And yeah,
not every movie they premiere has been a good Fried Berry.
Oh yeah, Fried Berry.
But they didn't.
And that was the one where Joe Bob Briggs is like, yeah, Joe Bob Briggs says 2 out of 5. Go check it out.
Same
and
with
we were
Chopping
like,
Mall.
And then he upped the thing to like 3 or something. We were like, no.
He gave Chopping Mall today such a low rating.
Yeah.
I think Chopping Mall deserves at least a 3.5.
Barbara Crampton tits? I'm just joking.
Barbara Crampton, anything?
Yeah, but Barbara Crampton. Shout out Barbara Crampton.
Shout out Barbara Crampton. If
she wants to come on
you
here, we
are
would
welcome
gladly
here.
interview
You
her.
looked at my story today. You are welcome here anytime.
Yeah, we love you. We love you over here. And we love your Gucci belt. We saw the Gucci belt today.
We love your hat. We love your long sleeve. We love We saw the Bob's Burgers movie, which I feel like was more for me.
Yeah, it was okay. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of humor, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't horrible. I gave it a decent score.
We watched Nope.
Yeah, that
Which-
was one of the best ones this year.
We
in
got
my
to
opinion.
see it in theaters, and I think it was a fantastic theater experience.
Yeah, it was like I mean, it wasn't like groundbreaking in the sense of like we've seen some of the elements before, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah, and in the theater that we were in, there was an older guy that was just sitting in front of us vaping the whole time. So seeing the clouds kind of float in front of us was very immersive.
Oh my god. Hilarious.
We watched the Gwar documentary.
This is Gwar, yes. Yes, that was a good one.
Good one.
It went over the entirety of the history of Gwar.
Yeah, and one thing I really enjoyed was that they brought Bam Margera into the documentary, even if it was just for a second. We are big fans of Bam Margera here.
Yeah, true. Is there a kitty cat roaming around?
No, Mom just went in the shower.
Oh. Okay, nice.
Nice.
Shower content.
Ooh, we unfortunately watched the movie Not Okay.
Oh yes. Not okay was
Not okay.
Yeah.
Clip that.
I mean, honestly, my review got 161 likes on Letterboxd,
My review didn't get any.
and I think it's because I ripped it. I ripped it to shreds. I really did. I mean, listen, everyone's saying that it's about like you're supposed to not like the characters. Understandable. But it well, first of all, I pointed out that Dylan O'Brien was basically being Chris D'Elia, which, if by the way, they've met each other like years and years and years, like 14 years ago, and he got roasted by Chris D'Elia. We also don't like Chris D'Elia.
We do not like Chris D'Elia. We do not like the siren. The sirens that are going off right now, red flag for Chris
Oh
D'Elia.
my god, yeah, literally, they're coming after him. But this movie, it was like it was just like 40 minutes of Dylan O'Brien vaping, and then it was them trying to just like exploit all of these things, like school shootings and bombings and stuff like that, and they were just exploiting
9/11 they exploited.
Yeah, and they were talking about people that are exploiting these things, but they literally were exploiting them to make the movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and sorry for the sirens. Yeah, we live next to a freaking hospital.
But still, red flag for Chris D'Elia. Red
Yeah,
flag
they're
for
coming
this
for you,
movie.
bud.
The sirens they know.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
Uh,
Oh, really?
oh,
dude?
really, dude?
Yeah, really. Yeah. You're done.
You're done. A movie we really enjoyed, Allegoria.
Allegoria, yep.
I just bought the newest copy of Rue Morgue magazine, and they did a whole feature on Spider-One, who did Allegoria. If you don't know, that's Rob Zombie's brother.
And shout out to Rue Morgue.
Yep.
Hopefully they can sponsor us. And send us
Shout
money.
out Rue Morgue magazine. We're just giving we're like, no, don't sponsor, don't show it. We're like, yeah, shout out.
Yeah, literally. But Allegoria was we watched it the day it premiered. I didn't even know it had premiered that day until like everyone else was like, hey, you should watch this one, and we were like, we already did.
Yeah, literally. We opened Shudder and we saw like the new on Shudder kind of thing, and just the cover for it with like the graphic face that's on
Yeah.
it. I was like, yep, that's the ticket. And it's such a short runtime that
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like a chore for an anthology watch. It was very good.
Agreed.
And then we watched Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe.
And it's so underrated, and
It's so good.
I was a fan. I thought they were gonna kind of be stale with some of the jokes, but they did it in a really good job, in a really good way.
Even when they came back out with their MTV show, like when we were in high school, I feel like it kept
The
the
show's
same. Yeah, like we should start watching it. Like they just kept the same level of hilarity throughout, and they're always relevant.
Yeah. Yep. And I thought that one did a good job because it kind of was like, it brought in like they kind of played on like the future, but it's like the present. But
Yeah.
like, it's the, you know what I
But they
mean.
were still the same.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we watched We Met in Virtual Reality, which I feel like I'm a little biased on.
Yeah, she loved it and I hated it.
I thought it was a beautiful depiction of how people are and just how they exist around the world and can be in different communities. And we don't even know. Like, we don't know what's happening. There could be just different things other than virtual reality that people are hanging out in, you know? And the
Yeah.
metaverse, everything's crazy.
It was just, I can't get past like the anonymous factor and how like everyone is,
Using their screen names.
they're just using screen names. You can't see who they are. And like a lot of these people don't even know the person that they're talking to, but they just don't care, I guess. I mean,
But
which
some
all
have
of them
met in
power to
real
you,
life.
I guess. Yeah, some of them did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of them didn't, and some of them had no plans to. And it
Yeah.
was just like,
I
but
do,
they were talking like they loved them and they wanted to get married to them after like meeting them after like a day, and they just had some weird
I
like
mean, us.
parasocial relationship. Well, yeah, but we met. I told you it was gonna happen. And
I
now I'm
know.
here. We didn't meet in virtual reality.
No, but I
Kinda,
guess
on the
Twitter is
internet.
virtual reality. But I also thought that doc was really fun because the way that it was shot was actually, it was all
Yeah.
shot on cameras in virtual reality. So it felt just more immersive and a little bit different for filmmaking.
Agreed. And then we watched a doc called. Should we talk about that one?
We can just glaze
should talk
over it.
We were flipping through Rue Morgue.
Yeah.
And an older copy, and they had an ad for this doc
I'm
called
surprised.
Graphic Sexual Horror, and we were like, all right, let's go watch
Let's-
it
at 9
a.m.
a.m. I called in sick that day because I wasn't feeling good, and I was like, let's watch a porn doc.
Oh my god. And yeah, it's literally about porn. It's a wild ride.
Yep. And I feel like if you guys have seen the movie Pleasure, which just came out by Neon,
It's it's more intense than Pleasure.
no, but I'm
'cause it's
saying it
more
would be a
intense
good
situations.
pairing
Yeah, it's
if
a
you
good pairing.
watched
Or
Pleasure
Mope.
first and
Yeah.
then watched the doc after. I feel like it would
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the experience even better.
Yeah, you're right. And Mope goes good
Mope.
with that too.
Oh, Mope.
Yeah.
I used to fixate on that movie because I just heard about it and I was like, better watch.
Better watch.
Shirkers, which is
Shirkers, yeah.
a doc that I had been meaning to show Alex for a long time because I had never finished it. And by the end, I was an absolute mess. But it is by a woman named Sandy Tan. Tan? Hang on. Bear with me. It's Sandy something.
You showed me this one because I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, well, it's essentially about a group of young girls who and boys and girls in Singapore, right? I believe it was
Yeah.
Singapore. And they created this road movie because there hadn't ever been like a crime road movie. And they had all this footage. They worked with this older man who wasn't from Singapore. He was just an American guy, I believe. His name was George. And when they finished shooting, he stole all of their equipment, he stole all of the footage and held it over their heads for years that they couldn't have this footage back, and it drove everyone kind of crazy to get this footage. And you watch this documentary of them just kind of decoding their trauma and their lives, and then when they finally get this footage back, it has no sound.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's crazy, right?
it was crazy.
Your thingy is not loading, but that's okay. So, and that's pretty much we're almost caught up to the we did watch Prey.
Prey was fantastic. Prey
Yeah.
exceeded all of my expectations.
They did a really good job at like throwing it back to like the old, like, you know, like way back in the day.
Yep, and they paid homage to the original without
Yeah.
overtly throwing it in everybody's face.
Yeah, like it's definitely a good. Well, it's a prequel, but it's a good. Like it's a good one. It's a good one in that franchise if you guys are into like action horror.
Yeah, I feel like it was a very good installment into the action horror kind of genre.
Yeah.
I feel like the only ones we have left. I want to mention Housebound because we did
Housebound.
watch that in an episode of The Last Drive-In, and I am a big fan of New Zealand horror and New Zealand comedy,
Yeah.
and that was just incredible to watch. Very People Under the Stairs vibes, but in a more, I guess, funny way.
Yeah, it was super funny and
Unexpected.
unexpected. Yeah, it was a fun watch. It was definitely a fun watch. Joe Bob says check it out.
Joe Bob says check it out. Trainwreck Woodstock 99, which
Yeah.
was a crazy I guess 3-part documentary series on the Woodstock concert riot, just everything that happened there.
Yeah, and I felt like we watched another doc, like what was it, like last year or something, or
I think
yeah,
it was
last year.
I think it might have been when we had COVID in January,
for
so
COVID,
everything
yeah.
just felt like a blur.
Yeah, but we watched another doc. I forget what it's called, Summer of Love or something.
Summer
like
of
that.
Love.
And it was about Woodstock '99, but this one is better.
Way
And
better.
I felt like this one has more information, and I felt like the first doc that we watched also kind of like it felt like they were just like blaming like the bands, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I blame Fred Durst.
This one it also kind of blames the bands a little bit, but like it's more focused on like the guy who was running it and the poor decisions they were making behind the scenes.
Yes.
And less really about like Korn, like, you know, fucked this.
But that
this
was
show
so
up. But,
cool.
yeah.
I love Jonathan Davis.
And then Gavin Rossdale, but
Peace and love, glycerin, like.
oh my god.
And the Trainwreck 99 was supposed to be called Clusterfuck, but they had to change it the day that it was supposed to come out.
Oh my god. That sounds like something Netflix would have to do.
Yep. And then we watched Blumhouse's first documentary that they did called Groomed, about child grooming. So just put that on. Oh god. Put that on your radar. We only have a minute left here.
Groomed. Well, I guess we're gonna have to come up with. Well, we have. This is running, so we're good there. Well, so yeah, we watched Groomed. And I wanted to talk about one more thing that we watched. Oh, the most hated man on the internet.
Hunter Moore.
Hunter Moore.
Who
he
Alex
looks
partied with.
Yeah, I partied with him one time. Crazy.
We're going to title
2012
this
was a different
podcast,
time.
Alex partied with Hunter, the most
Alex
hated
is
man.
canceled.
Alex cancels himself.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't believe that I literally partied with this guy. He
one time, we should preface,
Yeah,
like it's
only
not, it
once.
wasn't, you didn't know Butthole Girl.
Yeah, no, I didn't know Butthole Girl. But yeah, only once. It was only because a friend of mine was friends with a guy in a band who was opening for his party, basically. And like Hunter didn't even show up until like 12 a.m. Like it was at some nightclub in Pennsylvania somewhere, and literally didn't show up till like 12 a.m. Like coked out of his mind. But he looks terrible now, so shout out Hunter Moore.
Karma.
Yes. No,
Yes.
yeah, Karma.
Shout out
Shout out
Karma.
Shout out Karma. But yeah, you can see what being problematic does to you.
Yeah,
He
pretty much.
seems like he's washed up now.
Pretty
But
much.
he ran a site called Is Anyone Up? Which
Is anyone up?
yeah,
Is
and
anyone up?
yeah, Electric Callboy changing their name and changing their entire identity, like so many years after.
Pause.
No, it's okay. I got this. So we're just gonna
okay.
keep going. I don't want you to. I don't want you. Just go with it. It's fine. We got it. We're recording. But so, what was it? Oh yeah, no. What are you? You're funny. So the most hated man on the internet. it's kind of like about how he started the site and then he sold it, and it all happened within like 1 year time frame, like, which is just insane.
And how this woman, her mom, got revenge for her and all of the other women who were
exactly.
Socially abused. I should put that in that term.
True. I think it was a really shitty situation. I just butthole girl, I just don't know, man. I'm just gonna say it, like,
if you don't think people are screen recording, they are.
When they showed Hunter Moore's reaction to the things that she was doing as he was recording it, it was our reaction. It was
him
our
watching
reaction.
her was us watching him.
Like, honestly, we were like, what is going on here? This is insane. Okay, well, go check that out. That's on Netflix as well.
Yep.
A lot of these are on Netflix.
And we're currently watching Under the Banner of Heaven and Dope Sick, which are two very good shows. Hulu is killing it.
Yeah. Watching a lot of Hulu stuff lately.
Yep. Like we touched on in the beginning of this, we are going to be doing every other week a different...
I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored. I'm just joking.
Every other week, we're going to be doing a different kind of theme here. 1 week, we're going to be doing our normal format where we have the 3 random movies. Yes. And the next week, we're going to do a theme where we either focus on one director, one genre, one kind of franchise.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So you guys are going to get a little bit of a more variety from us, I guess we should say.
Yeah, and we wanted to kind of have and on those themed days, if we do have a guest or like, you know, someone wants to zoom in, or if we have a guest or something, we can do it on that week. Like we can publish it on that week.
Or like around the guest, you know.
Yeah. True.
Do you have any recommendations for next, or do you have any recommendations for the people that you want to just like put anybody on to anything?
I'm not sure, but I do have a recommendation for our pod for next week.
Okay.
Tarantino. We're covering him.
All right.
For themed week.
Okay.
You ready?
You gonna choke me out?
Oh my god. Well, he did. That was a reference to him choking out who was it? Diane Kruger and Uma Thurman. Yes, both of them. But the Diane Kruger, he literally choked her unconscious in Inglourious Bastards because he said that he wanted it to be as realistic as possible.
He
and get
needed
the right
his own
face.
hands in the shot.
He wanted the right face, and he said only he could get that face out of Diane Kruger, so he choked her out.
Yep. So on that note, next week will be a Quentin Tarantino-centric week.
Yes.
Yes. We've actually been talking about this since before we even had the podcast. Yeah. We've been talking about this since Alex was doing his own podcast.
Doing like a Tarantino week?
Yep.
Yeah, true. That is right. Which I still I was going to try to get back into my podcast, but who the frig has time anymore?
In this economy?
Now I have to edit this, and then
wearing a heart monitor?
Cameras. Yeah. Shout out heart monitors.
Shout out Elite Medical Center of Windsor, who is taking fantastic care of me.
We're going to believe that.
Shout out Bleep for taking fantastic care of me.
Oh my gosh. Well,
that's gonna
I'm Michael.
I am
did we talk
love
about that? Oh no, we did talk
the
we
motherfucking spectrum.
We on a different episode.
Will protect these people at all costs.
Listen, we went to sleep. I was like, you know what? I want good vibes. So usually we go to bed with like a show on and we fall asleep to the show. So I picked Love on the Spectrum and went through the entire season. Yeah, and we kind of were like, I'm Michael, I'm back.
As we're falling as we're falling asleep, I'm like, I'm back. I'm looking for a girlfriend, someone I can love, someone I can take care of.
Shout out Michael from
Shout out
Love
Michael.
on the Spectrum.
If there is one person we would love, I think he's a dream guest of ours.
Honestly,
Michael from Love on the
We're gonna
Spectrum.
get him on here.
I think we just want to show him how much we just want to love and respect him.
Or maybe Abby too.
And Abby. Oh, Abby, come on our podcast.
But we went to sleep with it, and because I wanted good vibes, and then we woke up the next day, and Ashley went to work, and on her way home, she found $20, and then we went and got pizza.
And it was the best. And honestly, I was walking home, and I forget what I was listening to.
She mugged a guy, and we got $20.
No, I was definitely listening to Ain't Shit by Doja Cat.
Right.
And I walked by this guy that was standing at the bus stop, $20, laying on the ground, and I walked by and said, "Score!" And I took it, and I went home and got pizza.
It's the way to do it.
This is how we do it.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any recommendations?
I guess my only recommendation, I really just want to keep pushing Morbid. I feel like they are a fantastic podcast. They're on such a great trajectory, and I have such a fun time. They keep me busy at work. They keep me company at work. Also, shout out Jenna and Julian podcast, because I feel like if I went back and
so like old.
Jenna Marbles. This is just a PSA. Jenna Marbles, you saved my life.
Right.
I'm gonna get emotional here. I miss her so much, and when she left the internet, a part of me died.
Oh my gosh.
And I just feel like if I went back and started listening to the podcast from episode 1, maybe by the time I catch up, she might come back to the internet. And I'm just, you know what? I found $20.
I found $20.
Why wouldn't she come back? You know?
Honestly. Well. So that's fun.
That's
good
fun.
stuff.
That's it. We're done.
Recommendations. We got the recommendations. I hope you guys enjoy this new format that we have going on.
Yeah, we're definitely going to keep the camera. We're going to clear some more space next time, so it's all one. It all records on the camera.
We're not going to just do one camera. We have multiple cameras for a reason here. We're changing between different angles.
Angle this.
Right. Okay, but like we have different angles for a reason. We're trying to do different angles here. I was gonna switch between them.
No problem.
Right.
Right.
And then but yeah, I mean, no, I know what you mean. But just in case.
And you guys will see some new stuff behind us in the next episode.
Yeah.
So.
And that's really cool.
Thanks. So don't forget to crack open a cold one with us in the next episode.
Yeah, strap in.
Strap in, crank down.
We have to have like another. Well, see, like, listen, Red Bar he does the singing bit, and then at the end, when they cut to the screen and the song's fading out, he goes, another hit show, Jules.
Yeah.
And then this is important. It's like, this is important. Yes. So we need something like that to end the show.
Okay. What
should we do?
Popo Sao!
Oh my god. We're just stealing. Yeah, we're just gonna steal their bit. Popo Sao!